Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Joe, and in today's YouTube video I am finally going to talk about the IELTS test. Many students have written to me over the years asking me to give them advice about the IELTS speaking test. So finally I'm going to do this video and tell you what I know and what I've heard about the IELTS speaking test, okay? Also, if this is your first time visiting my page, welcome. Thanks for coming. My name's Joe. I teach English to foreign students at a university in Canada. And I really think it's a good idea for you to subscribe to my channel because I can help you learn English, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do now is talk to you about the IELTS speaking test. So first off, what does the word IELTS mean? So IELTS means the International English Language Testing System. At first, I thought it was I eat lasagna on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but that's not right. It's the language testing system. All right? Okay? So when you're doing the IELTS speaking test, there's three parts. They ask you a variety of questions and they go from easy questions up to harder questions. So there's three kind of levels in there. One of them is short answer, longer answer, and at the end you got to talk for 2 minutes on your own. Okay? So the questions get harder. Here's some examples. So imagine you're in the test and they want to talk to you about neighbors, the people who live near you. So questions could be from easiest to hardest. Do you know the people who live next door to you? How often do you see each other? What kind of relationship do you have? How can neighbors be helpful? And then maybe the hardest question, what kind of problems can people have with their neighbors in a big city? All right, so you can see how the questions got harder as they went on, okay? And you'd need a little bit more of a more difficult answer. So when they're asking you those questions, the tester, they are listening to your answer. They don't really care about the content. You can say whatever you want to say. I love my neighbors. I hate my neighbors. Doesn't matter. They're listening for how you say it. They're listening for four main parts: the pronunciation, the vocabulary, the grammar, and fluency. All right, let me talk about each one of those to show you what your goal is if you want to get a really high score. So first off, pronunciation. When you're pronouncing words, the tester has to understand them. So you want to be able to pronounce your words correctly. Pronounce all the words you use correctly. And you don't want any bad accent interference. So some people have a little accent, some people have a very thick accent. You want to avoid any interference that interferes with people understanding what you're saying. Then as you get a higher level person, higher level speaker, there's higher level pronunciation features, such as word stress, okay? Some people say Canada, Canada, all right? Slightly different. There's sentence stress, intonation, and connected speech, to make yourself sound a bit more like a native speaker, all right? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Okay, like that. Let's move on to the vocabulary. What do they want to see when you're with your vocabulary? First thing is accuracy. Are you using the correct words? Also, do you have a range? Do you have a range of vocabulary? Okay, So if you say the weather was nice, the movie was nice, the food was nice, people don't think you have a very big range, all right? You might be accurate. Nice is a good word, and it can describe those things, but it's not a wide range. So show yours during the test. Show a wide range. Are you searching for words, all right? So when somebody asks you something, do you go, what I want to, right? So then that lowers your vocabulary score and also your fluency. Later on, I'll tell you that. When you're preparing for the IELTS, make sure you learn lots of words. Prepare and learn more words than you need, okay? But during the test, follow the 100% rule. Only use words that you are sure of 100%. All right, let's talk about grammar now. Grammar. So if you're talking and you make small little mistakes, that's fine, okay? Small little mistakes, tiny mistakes, not too many, are okay because even native speakers make little mistakes, all right? We're talking so fast and we say something, you know, he is, like that, all right? Little, no problem, all right? But you want your grammar to be overall very accurate, okay? All right? No tense problems, because they're going to ask you about the present tense, the past, the future, from the past up till now, the perfect tenses, continuous things. They want to see those. Also, will you show a range of grammar and sentence structure? Will all of your sentences be simple sentences? I like ice cream. He likes ice cream. We like ice cream. Right? They're all correct, but it's not a very good range. All right? So you want some simple sentences, some complex sentences with a variety of grammar. Okay? Lastly, let's talk about fluency. Okay? The fluency, what they're looking for is your ability to speak without effort. Okay? You're not stopping to think about grammar or vocabulary. Your answers, they should be not too short and not too long. All right? Don't talk too much. If they say, do you know your neighbors? Don't speak for half an hour, right? But do you know your neighbors? Yes. That's too short. All right? One-word answers are not enough. Answer the question and then give some more details. All right? And as you go on to the harder questions, you want to develop your answers. That means you give an answer, you explain yourself, and then give examples. All right? And you can do it from different angles. Right? You can say what you believe, what you think, but also what other people think, or what your parents think in your family. It'll show you have different ways to talk about different people. All right? But one very important thing is do not go off on a tangent. So that means if they're asking about your neighbors, don't start talking about music. All right? Talk about your neighbors. All right? Because that will be a coherence problem if you start talking about something else. All right. So those are the different parts of what testers are looking for. Again, your pronunciation, your vocabulary, your grammar, and your fluency. Now, how do you get all these things? You got to study hard, right? There's no trick. You can get it overnight. People ask me, Joe, how can I become fluent in 3 days? Well, you cannot. So stop asking that question. The people that I know that are great at English, and Homa, you know who I'm talking about, they read every day. You watch my videos. They watch movies. They talk to people. They practice speaking. They do a lot of things in English every day. All right? So to become a great English speaker or a student, you got to practice every day and all the different things. And reading, I've said it before in other videos, is maybe one of the most important things and most helpful thing you can do. All right. If you have any questions about this IELTS speaking test, now remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I've learned. Ask me in the questions below, and I'll write back to you. Also, remember to check in the notes because I'll put links in there to give you more learning. Also, if you want to continue studying right now, check out these videos that I'm going to post right here. Okay?